If your company is choosing between OpenAI and Anthropic, the pain is simple. The familiar ChatGPT choice may not match what technical teams actually adopt, so the payoff is a cleaner AI buying decision. The question is not who wins AI forever. It is which platform fits the workflow you are actually trying to put into production. The sharpest recent data point comes from RAMP's expense data, reported by TechCrunch. Among participating RAMP businesses, 34.4% were paying for Anthropic services, compared with 32.3% paying for OpenAI. That is narrow, and it only reflects companies in RAMP's dataset, not the entire market. But the direction is hard to ignore. Anthropic was at about 9% a year earlier, while OpenAI's share in that same view slipped slightly. That does not mean OpenAI is suddenly weak. OpenAI's own enterprise reporting says more than 1 million business customers use its tools, with more than 7 million ChatGPT for Work seats and massive consumer familiarity from ChatGPT. That distribution matters. If a company wants AI across marketing, finance, support, analytics, internal search, custom assistance, and multimodal work, OpenAI still looks like the broad platform choice. The rollout can start with a tool employees already recognize. Anthropic's pull is different. Claude Enterprise is pitched around governance, data controls, admin infrastructure, configurable retention, identity management, and safe access to organizational knowledge. It also brings Claude Code and Claude Code under the same enterprise umbrella, which is exactly the kind of thing procurement and security teams care about when engineers are already using a tool heavily. That is why the split is not consumer AI versus enterprise AI. It is broad employee distribution versus technical and governed workflow adoption. The coding angle is where this gets practical. OpenAI is pushing Codex, AgentKit, company knowledge, and API usage deeper into enterprise systems. Anthropic is leaning into Claude Code and regulated deployments where auditability and security review can decide whether a tool gets approved. If you are a CTO, the buying question becomes very concrete. Are you trying to give thousands of employees a familiar assistant, or are you trying to change how engineering teams ship, review, refactor, and maintain code? A realistic scenario looks like this. A bank wants AI for everyone, but the first budget fight is between a company-wide assistant and a governed engineering rollout. OpenAI may win if the pilot is about broad employee productivity, integrations, and fast adoption across non-technical teams. Anthropic may win if the strongest internal demand is from developers, risk teams, legal teams, and security reviewers who need tight controls before they let agentic tools near sensitive workflows. The loser is not necessarily either vendor. The loser is the buyer who picks a logo before measuring where usage actually sticks. Safety also does not give anyone a simple crown. Anthropic's pilot alignment evaluation with OpenAI found no tested model was egregiously misaligned, but it also found concerning behavior across models in simulated settings. Some OpenAI reasoning results looked stronger than Claude on certain dimensions, while some general-purpose models looked more concerning for simulated misuse. That is exactly the point for enterprise buyers. Safety posture is something to evaluate by model, product layer, workflow, and controls, not by brand reputation alone. So the next signal to watch is not another headline about who is ahead. Watch paid expansion inside real companies. Watch whether OpenAI's distribution turns into durable governed workflows. Watch whether Anthropic's technical momentum spreads beyond engineering-heavy teams. And inside your own company, track 3 things before you standardize. Which teams keep using the tool after the pilot, which workflows produce measurable output, and which vendor gives security enough proof to approve a wider rollout.